Hello Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to another reading. Let's see the overall energy between you and the person you're connecting with or will be connecting with. We do have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. We could look at retreat in two different ways. This could represent two people coming back together, or this could represent two people pulling apart from one another, but we'll see what it's more so leaning towards. We're going to focus on you first. And then we'll jump over to your person. Still keep in mind, you might find yourself resonating more so with the person to the right of me than you do with the person to the left of me. And that's okay. Sometimes that actually happens. So just kind of pick and choose who you resonate more so with. All right, let's do this. How does Sagittarius currently view this relationship? Okay. We got the Knight of Wands. We also have the Three of Pentacles. And then we also have the... Oh, I didn't see that. We have the Hierophant. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the High Priestess. Then we have the Ten of Swords. Then we have the Queen of Cups. True pair situation, by the way, between you and this person. Your person's coming across as the Hierophant. You're coming across as a High Priestess. For some of you, you could even be married to this person or in a committed relationship with this person, but there's just a very strong spiritual connection here between you and this person. It's basically what it's insinuating. How does this person currently view? Yeah, I feel like this feminine energy that you're connecting with, Sagittarius, you got your work cut out here for you, my friend. That's one thing that I will say. Let's focus on the Queen of Cups first, and then we'll jump over to you. When it comes down to how your person's currently viewing this relationship with you, this is kind of like an overall energy of somebody who just overall wants to give up on you and the connection that you guys currently share with one another. Now, I'm not going to go into depths about why they're feeling the way that they're feeling in regards to this relationship that they share with you, because everybody's situation is going to play out differently. It could have a lot to do with, you know, the amount of fighting, arguing, and disagreements that you guys have been having with one another. But regardless of why they essentially feel like giving up on this connection here between you and them, it is in a way kind of prompting you to really come in and try to salvage your relationship between you and this person before it's too late. I almost want to say that, before it's too late. See, this kind of feels like somebody who currently feels extremely defeated. This also kind of feels like somebody who just wants to give up. You know, it's like that overall energy of somebody who just doesn't have that fight within them to keep going, to keep fighting for this. You, on the other hand, you're quite the opposite. That's one thing that I will say. You're quite the opposite, Sag. I mean, you're willing to fight. You're willing to fight, and you're willing to kind of do whatever it takes because this person means a great deal to you. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like you mean a great deal to them as well, but I just kind of feel like this person can't take it anymore. They just can't take it anymore. It's starting to become a little bit too much for them. You know what? I really want to break this Ten of Swords down and see what I can come up with just to get a rough idea of what's causing them to feel this way. Because it's weird. It's weird because I feel like they love you. You know, I feel like they feel a very strong and spiritual connection to you. And I feel like they also view you like you're the one. But at the same exact time, this relationship between you and them, it's starting to become heavy. It's starting to become overwhelming, okay? And I want to look into that. I want to look into that and see what I can get. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. We got the Nine of Wands, we have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Justice card. They can't... Okay, see, this is where it gets interesting. There's something about you in this relationship that you guys share with one another that just doesn't feel right to them. Like, I'm trying to, like, describe, like, where this person's coming from. Like, all right, I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but, like, have you ever met somebody and you just felt safe with that person? Like, have you guys ever experienced that? Like, they feel the opposite in regards to you. They don't feel safe with you. Okay, so my phone keeps cutting off, but we're just going to go with it. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize. But I really want to break their overall energy down. This Queen of Cups is energy anyways. Like, so basically what I was saying, and if I'm repeating myself, I apologize, but Have you ever met somebody that you felt absolutely safe and secure with? Like, just think of someone, the first person that comes to your mind that you feel like you can talk to, you could be yourself around, you feel like you don't even have to worry about anything when it comes down to that person. Like, have you ever met someone and actually felt that way about a person? If so, they feel the complete opposite. They feel the complete opposite. They don't feel safe with you. They don't feel secure with you. So that's like the real struggle that this person's facing while being in this dynamic that they share with you. They can't quite, with the cards that are coming out, they can't quite explain why they feel the way that they feel. They just feel like they can't feel safe with you or secure with you. Like they feel like they can't. And the thing is that they just can't quite pinpoint why that is. So then there's that. Something just doesn't feel right to them. And it's confusing them too. It has to be, because it's confusing me, because I mean, we have the Hierophant, then we got the High Priestess, and then we have the Star. Like, this is a true pair situation. This is destiny right here. So that's kind of telling me that this Queen of Cups is supposed to be with you. For some reason, they're supposed to be with you. It was just destined to essentially happen. It was written in the stars, so to speak. Not to get all cheesy, but I mean, it is what it is, right? This is such an interesting reading. I actually want to leave this out so I don't forget. We'll put the Justice here and the Nine of Wands, just so that way I don't forget. Okay, so Sag, let's keep going. So Sag, you could be this Queen of Cups, or you could be whoever this person is, right? But I just feel like, for the sake of the reading, so that way I don't get confused, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this is you. Like, when it comes down to this Queen of Cups, you basically feel like they're the one for you. This might have been like a love at first sight sort of situation for you. I can't go into depths about that because I have no idea how that even feels. But it could have been like a love at first sight sort of situation for you. And like I said, it's like you have that fight within you, dude. Like, you really do. When it comes down to this Queen of Cups, you're willing to fight. And you're willing to honestly do whatever it takes for them. Which is something that I have a lot of respect for. All right, let's keep going. How does Sagittarius currently feel? We have the Seven of Wands, we have the Five of Swords, and then we have the Six of Cups. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. We got the Queen of Pentacles, we got the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords, and then we also have the Moon. I feel like you're really frustrated with this Queen. You're really frustrated with them because I feel like you just want them to see that you mean well and that you're not here to play head games with them, like, you know, things of that nature, but this situation, man, between you and this person is starting to become a little bit stressful and frustrating. Because I feel like you're trying to show them that you care. I feel like you're trying to show them that you mean well. I feel like you're trying to show them that you really want to be with them. But, and here's that double confirmation of that. King of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups. Dude, all your eggs are in this person's basket at this point. But you're frustrated because they just don't get, like, it. You're just like, I don't understand. Like, why can't they just see that I mean well? Why can't they just accept the fact that I mean well and I want to, like, why can't they just accept that? This is such a complex, this reading here is really making me think, man, like, what is going on? How does this Queen of Cups feel? Okay, we got the High Priestess, we got the Four of Swords, and then we have the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Wands. When it comes down to how this Queen of Cups is feeling, it's repetitive at this point. They don't understand. That's their thing. They don't understand why they feel the way that they feel in regards to you. It's not like they want to feel this way. They just feel it. You know what I mean? They feel like they can't trust you. They don't feel safe. They don't feel secure. And it's like, My thing is, and I was kind of looking for that. I'm like, all right, are you giving them a reason to feel that way? I just don't see you doing that though. I don't see you giving them a reason to feel that way. So it's not that. It's like I'm really trying to figure this Queen of Cups out, which I kind of like when I kind of like it because they're kind of forcing me to really kind of think here, like what the heck is going on. But I gotta be honest, I'm kind of like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. Is there like, I wonder if there's like a possibility, right? Because it's just something randomly that came to my mind. I wonder if it's a possibility that this Queen of Cups feels this way because they do kind of look at the situation between you and them like it is a little bit too good to be true. So therefore, let me not cling on to how Sag makes me feel, and let me not cling on to everything that's going on because it's too good to be true. So let's not cling on to that false sense of hope. Let's not do that to ourselves. I kind of feel like for some that might be the case where they just refuse to attach themselves to how amazing things are going on, like how amazing things are between you and them because it's too good to be true and it's only a matter of time before it backfires. So let me not attach myself to how amazing things are between Sag and I, you know, because when things do hit the fan, you know, at least I can sit back and say, I knew this would happen, you know. I kind of feel like that's kind of what it is because that's like the only thing that I can honestly like come up with. What actions? Wow. 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 That's I was not expecting that from them. And when it comes down to how this queen plans on moving forward, they got the Queen of Wands, they got the Nine of Pentacles, and then they have the Fool. I feel like this person's going to end up breaking away from this connection here between you and them because they can't, how do I say this? They can't continue to be with somebody who makes them feel the way that they feel. The weird thing about it all is that I don't feel like you're doing anything to like cause them to feel that way. Does that make sense? I hope that I'm making sense here. I'm just kind of shocked. Like, I don't really even know what else to say. Like, I feel like this person's, like, literally self-sabotaging a really good thing here. You know? They are. It's like, before... Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. Before you get the chance to disappoint them and let them down, they're just going to go ahead and remove themselves while they still have a chance. That's kind of what it feels like. What actions will Sagittarius take towards this person? God, man, it's like... We got the Ten of Pentacles, we got the Devil, and then we also have the Empress. Yeah, you're clinging on to this queen of yours for dear life. But the Devil is linked to the Tower, and Sag, you're attached to that Tower. Which is kind of telling me that there's going to come a point in time where this person's going to break away from this connection, and you're going to try to cling on for dear life, and it kind of looks like it's not going to really play out in your favor, to be honest, because again, you know, you're dealing with somebody who looks at this whole entire situation like it's too good to be true. So therefore, it is too good to be true. And because to them it's too good to be true, before they give you the opportunity to disappoint them or let them down or whatever it is that they think that you're going to end up doing, they're just going to walk away while they still have a chance. But I just don't, I feel like they're making a mistake. Oh my gosh, I feel like they're making a mistake because I just don't see you having any sort of malicious intentions when it comes down to them. man, I wish I knew, like, I wish I knew, like, why this person felt the way that they felt. And the thing is that they don't fully understand it themselves. So it's like, it's hard for me to even break it down when they themselves don't even understand why they feel the way that they feel. Could we point the finger at the past? Yeah, but at this point, it doesn't even feel like it has anything to do with the past. It feels like it has everything to do with this situation between Sagittarius and I. It's too good to be true. I don't trust them. I don't feel safe within this connection. I feel like it's only a matter of time before they do something that's going to hurt me and disappoint me. So before I give them the opportunity to do that, I'm going to go ahead and walk away from this situation before it backfires in my face, because I know it's only a matter of time before it does backfire in my face. But all of this is stuff that they're creating in their own mind. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually going to happen. Does that make sense? Like, they can sit here and think that it's only a matter of time before you cheat on them, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to turn around and cheat on them. That's just something that they came up with in their mind. You know what I mean? Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to actually happen. They also kind of have to understand too that they're being put in a very vulnerable position right now, and I can already tell that this person doesn't like being vulnerable. This person might even fear intimacy. So I feel like there's like a variety of different things going on within this person that they kind of have to consider, you know, when it comes down to you. Like, are you really the bad guy here? Are you really out to get them, or is it just them? Because I feel like now it's starting to kind of feel like it is just them. Like, this person might have like a massive fear of intimacy. So you trying to build a future with them, it's going to make them feel uncomfortable. And guess what? People don't like feeling uncomfortable. So they much rather resort back to what actually makes them feel comfortable. See what I mean? I just feel like this person's being put in a very uncomfortable situation right now that requires them to be vulnerable, and they don't like it. And they don't like the fact that it brings a level of discomfort into their life. They don't like that either. They don't want to put up with that. Nobody likes feeling uncomfortable is the point that I'm trying to make here. And because this relationship makes them so uncomfortable, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it. Like, they much rather do away with you and go back to feeling good about themselves and not worrying about you and what you're up to and what you're not up to, whatever, you know. But this reading, man, like, what? We have keep an open. I feel like this advice is for the queen. We have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Then we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And then we have free yourself. And then we have new love. Here's the thing, and I haven't said this in a while. This person can leave this relationship all they want. They can leave you and move on with their life if they want to. That's fine. They're entitled to do so. Free will, right? But the same feeling that they're essentially feeling right now with you, they're going to go off and feel it with somebody else. That's like besides the point, and I don't think that they know that. I don't think that they know that because right now they're not thinking about that. Right now they're not thinking about, you know, the next person that's going to enter their life. Right now their main concern is, let me get out of this situation because I feel really uncomfortable. I feel extremely vulnerable. I don't like the way that this relationship is making me feel. It has nothing to do with what you're doing on your end. It has everything to do with how they're feeling internally about the situation. So then there's that. And they want to resort right back to what's familiar to them, basically, is what it is. So by them not dealing with you, they're not sitting around worried about you and what you're doing, what you're not doing, and if you're doing anything. They're not worried about that. They're freeing themselves from all of that. But again, it all boils down to them resorting right back to what they're used to, which is being single, focusing on them and not worrying about anybody. And if anybody's doing anything behind their back, you know what I mean? It does kind of have that feel to it, but you know, and I always say this, love is going to show up. Love is going to show up. You can walk away from this situation all you want, but I promise you, you're going to find yourself with somebody else and you're going to find yourself dealing with the same old. You know, the reason why I feel like you're in this person's life, there is a purpose behind it all. There's a purpose behind it all. This is not a coincidence by any means. there's a reason why you're in this person's life. And I feel like your purpose here is to, for one, show this person that not everybody's the same. Not everybody's out to get you. Not everybody's trying to essentially cause you harm. You're the perfect person to show them that. And I kind of feel like if this person were to just learn how to essentially give in to this connection and reciprocate that same energy that you're giving them, they'll feel a lot different about you in this relationship. But right now, all they're doing is putting up a fight. So because all they're doing is honestly putting up a fight right now in regards to you, no, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel good. They just need to learn how to just let go and just allow things to essentially flow here between you and them. But they're too busy fighting it. They're too busy, telling themselves, don't get attached to this entire situation, because this whole situation between you and this person, it's too good to be true. So therefore, don't believe it. Don't buy what this person's basically selling you, because it's only a matter of time before it backfires in your face either which way. Says who? Them? Who's to say that? That's my thing. It's like, who's to say that? Like, if everything is going good between you and this person, if you're doing everything that you could possibly do on your end to keep this relationship between you and them intact and afloat, one would think, damn, maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But it's like, no, like they feel like they're absolutely right when it comes down to you. They feel like they're right. And there's not really much you can say and or do that's going to change that. And that's what really sucks for you, Sag, because I can tell how much you want to be with them, but I don't know, this reading, man, it really, like, I was not expecting this, but it's like, I can tell how much you want them, but the truth of the matter is that they don't feel safe, they don't feel secure, they feel like it's only a matter of time before you let them down anyways. So before they give you the opportunity to let them down or disappoint them, they're just gonna get up and walk away. I just feel like this person has dealt with a lot of people that have disappointed them, so therefore, what makes you different? You know what I mean? Like I said, I feel like you're being placed in this person's life for a reason, and I feel like they're missing the lesson here. They're so missing it. It's like going over their head like a carry-on bag at this point. The whole purpose of you being in this person's life is to show them that you are different. The whole purpose of you being in this person's life is to show them what it's actually like to build a relationship with somebody who actually loves you, somebody who actually cares, somebody who has no intentions of hurting you in any way, shape, or form, which is something that this person has. I can't even sit here and say that this person's ever experienced a relationship like that. Hence why it makes them so uncomfortable, because it's foreign to them. They don't understand it. This person might want to watch the Gemini reading, because I kind of go into depths about that. But yeah, that's what I have, Sag. So hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Also, too, for those of you who want to follow me on Instagram, it's linked in the description box down below. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helps, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.